Good morning from Tallahassee, where it's a little chilly here today. In fact, right now it's in the low 40s, but it was in the 20s overnight. So for Tallahassee, that's chilly, but I'm enjoying it, to be honest. I really am enjoying it. It is fun. It is so nice to be here with you every Sunday. I really enjoy that. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Deborah, thank you for joining. And Wendy, please comment because I'd love to do a card for you. All right, Wendy, I got you. Okay, I have Wendy and I have Deborah. Okay, very good. Well, today is the sun in Aquarius reading. And because the sun turned it, hey, Jackie, got you down for a card. Okay. Yeah, Angie, oh, my beautiful sister. Okay, all right, Angie, you came in the same time as Jackie, and that was just a sign. We're just going to have 4 cards today. That's all right. It's perfectly okay. All right, I'm trying something new today. I was trying to reposition my camera and my seat where I sit so that I don't get all the reflection from my light ring or ring light, whichever way you want to look at it. So I'm hoping that's going to work out today, that's going to be a lot better, because I don't know if it was distracting for you, but as I look into my phone to do this, it kind of like seeing all that reflection off of my glasses kind of makes it distracting. So I'm hoping that this will turn out better, and we'll see how it goes. Got to try it. I see it on occasion, but we have to try it and see if this really works. So thank you so much again for being here on this chilly morning. This chilly morning. I was even checking out Miami, and for Miami it was chilly when it's in the 60s, because that's so unusual, right, Wendy? Hasn't it been chilly? Everybody's bundling up. I've got my alpaca sweater on just to keep warm here. In fact, I had set the heat at 57 so that if it got below a certain place, oh, thank you, Deborah. Thank you. So if it got really chilly in my house, at least it would come on, because I don't mind if it's chilly overnight. I don't want it freezing, of course, but I don't mind if it's chilly overnight. And when I got up this morning, the heat had come on. So who knows? Yeah, I thought so, Wendy. Who knows what that would have been? I'm hoping we can FaceTime today, Wendy, because I'd love to talk to my little guy. I miss him so much. So looking forward to seeing him next month. Yes. 55, Jackie. Oh my gosh, that is chilly for you. But it feels good. It's kind of like you get to break out some of those clothes that you never get to wear because it's not chilly enough. So like I said, I've got my alpaca sweater on here. So it's beautiful though. It's a beautiful day. I've got all my little babies on the porch all covered up so that they stayed warm overnight, because when it goes into the 20s, that could do some damage to my plants on the porch. And they're my green babies, so I had to make sure they were being taken care of. So, and they are. So that's really good. And it's just a beautiful day. Oh yes, I bet it was. I bet you you call them your rats, but they're your dogs. I bet you your rats really love this temperature, being out on their walk. They get friskier, because when I had the pooches out at 32 degrees this past week, they were loving it. You know, I was bundled up, so it was great, but they were loving it. So it is. I'm liking this invigorating, wonderful weather as it's moving along here. It's really fun. So, sun is in Aquarius. Yes, it's an air sign. So our thoughts go, hey, Catherine. So our thoughts go to what is happening around us, and community and humanity, and just that loving, the age of Aquarius, that loving feeling of things being balanced. And when we talk about balanced, we have the moon in Libra today. And that is a message for us, is understanding that. But first, let me talk about Mercury Retrograde, because Mercury is retrograde right now in Aquarius, and it will join the sun today. So you're going to get some answers, and the answers are going to bring clarity for you. Yes, Mercury is retrograde, but and you're thinking, how can you tell me that Mercury is going to give me clarity when it's retrograde? Well, it's because it's backtracking to take care of some answers that you needed, and some clarity that you needed on some issues that you're thinking about. So that's going to happen today. it's before it turns direct on February 3rd, it's going to retrograde all the way back into Capricorn and meet up with Pluto in Capricorn. And that will also give us that change. The answers are going to come, the clarity is going to come, and then the action, the change, and will result from that as well. But it will be sealed in when Mercury goes direct and goes back over to meet Pluto again, the second time. So this is to clear up something that needs to be cleared. It's to give you those answers. It's to give you that direction. It's to give you that focus. Right now it's in an air sign, so it's about our thoughts. When it goes into an earth sign, it's about that grounding and that action that we're going to take in terms of, yes, this truly is what I want. I know as I journal, I don't necessarily journal daily, but as I journal, what I desired or thought about last year at this time has been tweaked more. It has been added with some extra little details that I wouldn't have thought about last year. So now it's just that evolving, that moving forward. So again, with the air sign of Libra and the air sign of Aquarius, we have that wonderful, favorable connection, and it's happening. So it's really good for you. So for today, though, when we talk about the sun in Aquarius, it is about the qualities of Aquarius and that energy that we're getting, which is independence, originality, being lively and excited, friendly, unpredictable, because the ruling planet for Aquarius is Uranus, being inventive and being far-sighted. These are the visionaries. Aquarius are the visionaries. Hey, Deb, so glad you're here. We're thinking about these visionaries. So we're going to talk about the cards today. And before we do that, I did want to mention that still the special for this month is the year ahead 2022. And it just gives you a handle on where your thoughts are right now. Does that mean if you do this reading, my God, it's cast in stone, it's never going to change for the whole year, for the next 11 months? Of course not. It just gives you a handle on a direction and a thought. Compared to last year where you thought, like I mentioned about my journaling last year and how it compares to this year and how I'm intending and with the details that I'm intending. So it's a comparison, especially of 2020, 2021, and now here we are in 2022. How does that affect us and where do we go? So it really is just to get you settled in and prepared for whatever changes are ahead, because there are going to be changes. As I mentioned, talking about 2022, stuff is happening lightning fast. And it's going to be happening for you lightning fast. And that's really cool. I really like that. That it's, we feel like, because we had so much earth energy going, we felt like, oh my goodness, it's just taking forever. It's not really happening, but it is. It really is happening, and it's happening for you. So Marissa, so glad you're here. And thank you for coming today. So as we do these qualities and talk about this, we have an 8-card spread. But as I mentioned, Tarot Flow is, we alternate, and that is Angie and I love my sister and how we work together. It is really fun, and we have some of the most amazing insights that come from that. And yes, Angie, so then what Tarot Flow does for us, and that's really wonderful, it is a single card reading similar to what I do here at the end of each Facebook Live and also on the online tarot gallery reading. But what we added in is Angie's brilliance with essential oils and the reading that she does using the essential oils and then creating an essential oil blend for us to have for the whole month. And you get it. It's not like you have the recipe and you have to make it. Angie creates the recipe, makes the essential oil blend, and sends it to you. So it's really phenomenal, and they're always creative and wonderful. She is amazing, Angie. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we're working together because it's exciting. It's so exciting. So online tarot gallery reading, and of course the price difference is there because it's the single card reading only, not the inclusion of the essential oil. But it's still the synergy of the group. There are, in fact, I have only one more opening left, because I'm capping each of these, and Angie and I are doing the same thing, 10, 12 max, because each person deserves their special time in their reading. So that instead of just having a single card reading that is yours, you're getting a full 10 to 12 card reading, and actually even more because I add in summary cards and some special cards from the Spirit Animal Oracle. So we get a multi-card reading. On my website, an hour reading is $197. Yes. Yes, absolutely, Angie. It was the Divine Connection that did this. Yes. So on my website, 1 hour reading is $197, and here you're getting it for a nominal price. Whether it's a single card read, the online tarot gallery reading with me at $14.97, or the subscription with Angie and I at $29.97. Angie, oh my God, it just blanked out on me, and it's 11:11. I should be more in tune with this. Plus the oh, Brenda, we miss you too. Oh. We miss you too. We need to catch up. Oh, I love you, honey. Love you. So anyway, yeah, okay, thank you, because that's with the shipping and handling. Is that correct? So that's the total that because shipping and handling has to be included. But this is like an unbelievable essential oil blend that you will get with Tarot Flow. So you get the extra. So it is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And Angie is the guru, the essential oil guru. She really, really is amazing. So anyway, those are the two things that we have going, plus the special. And of course, as always, if this reading today is something that you want just directed for you, it's always half price. On my website, a half-hour reading is $97. This is $49 for you. Just message me and say, I want to have that Sun in Aquarius reading. I'm an Aquarius sun sign, and I want to just get a handle on this and just get some insight and some clarity. And it's yours for half price. So just let me know. So here we go. We're talking about the essential qualities of Aquarius. We're talking about independence. What does that mean? Independence means to me that I can act on my own without someone else, without needing someone else to direct me. Will I listen to advice? Of course. But I am the one that directs this, and I am the one that makes that final decision. No one else. No one else is the boss of me. Just me. And that's a great feeling to know that that's where you are. If we're talking about originality, yes, we can get insight from others, just like getting advice from others, but then we can create our own. We can take a look. Yes. Okay, a passionate receiver of divine guidance. Absolutely. And that is the most beautiful place to be in. The most beautiful place to be in. Because no one else has any input into that but you. Because you're receiving the divine guidance. And that's the one that really counts. And from there, your action is co-created, co-enabled with divinity. That's the most beautiful. Oh, it is a gorgeous place to be. Absolutely. So I'm now with these lively cards and friendly cards and unpredictable cards and inventive cards and farsighted, because we are the visionary here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we've got 7 cards. I have them laid out. By the way, the deck that I love using is the see, I just blanked out on this too, but Illuminati deck. And if I don't receive enough clarity in a position, I'll draw another card. And that's how I do all of my readings. If there is not enough clarity in a card, you can say to me, if you're having the reading with me, you know, I really don't understand all of that. Could you please draw another card for me? And I'm happy to do it. Happy to do it. So first card, what ties must be cut free? This is the Star card. And I love this because this is about aligning the chakras and making sure that they're aligned. And whenever we have the water in a card, it's about healing. It's about that cleansing and releasing and that healing. So what ties must be cut free? The ties to others that are that feel that they must influence me. It is about clearing the 7 in-body chakras, because that's what these cards represent, to be just me. So that my soul connection to Source is all that matters, because I'm the star of this show. No one else is the star of my show. I'm the star of my show. And in order to be that, whenever you feel encumbered by someone else, obligated to someone else, those are the ties that have to be released or realigned in a different way to assert your own boundary on who is in charge of you. But in this reading, it says what ties must be cut free, and that is the ties from others to maintain your independence. And sometimes you have to assert it a little bit more strongly with others because they've been so used to the way you've been and don't see and acknowledge who you are now. And you have to make it clear. And that's where the clarity comes in, especially for the energies now. That's where the clarity comes in, that it is important for you to be clear with others on what is happening, on who you are, and what you choose to be and do and have. What is my most original quality? That is joy. This is the 10 of Cups. Cups is feelings and emotions. And this card is the 10 of joy. Yes, the 10 of joy, the 10 of Cups. It is about my true, most original quality is joy. I feel joy in every day and in what I do. And I love the family, and I love the rainbow made out of the cups. I can see the cup overflowing, not just half full. My true original quality is joy. What brings me to life? This is an interesting card because this is the Devil card, and this is about addictive behaviors. This is about thoughts and feelings and being and behaviors that no longer serve us. So what brings me to life is recognizing what I need to clear, who I need to be, what I need to release. And it aligns with this first card of what I need to release. Because what brings me to life is being me, not catering to the needs of everybody around me without thinking about me. What brings me to life is being me. That joy and that excitement that I can claim, this is me and this is who I am. This is what I want to be. Not being tied like the chains in this card to someone, something, or some idea. Whatever that happens to be, it is that being chained to something that no longer serves you, that doesn't give you life, that doesn't make you feel alive. And that's what this card is about. Time to break those chains. Can you see it? You know, like Hercules breaking the chains. This is your opportunity to go, boom, I'm free. That leads to that first card of independence. Why are relationships so important? And you know what? This is the third major arcana card. Whenever we have major arcana cards, it's about the soul. And these are soul messages. So why are relationships so important? Here we have the Emperor card. They're important because I understand unconditional love. Well, it's the Emperor. What does that mean about unconditional love? There is no need to have any kind of behavior from you or me or whatever for me to love you or care about you or to like you. You are who you are. I am who I am. And I'm in charge of that. The Emperor is fully, and this again is another one of these cards that are saying, I'm in charge of me. You're not the boss of me. This whole reading so far is about you being in charge of you. You being in charge of you. And again, the third major arcana card. So I want you to feel that. Who's in charge of you? Yes, I know you have your divine connection. That goes without saying. Are you feeling it enough to feel that full guidance is bringing you to where you are to be your full self, your real self, your authentic self, without the chains that bind from whatever that happens to be. And it can be thoughts. It can be the old belief that I must behave in a certain way. You are doing whatever you do now that aligns with Source and feels good. That's that cup that's overflowing, not half full, it's overflowing. And operating from the overflowing cup with divine Source, you've got it made. Whatever insight you're getting, whatever inspiration you're getting is true to who you are. Now breathe that in. True to who you are. Why is unpredictability a good thing? Because it makes me aware of what I'm carrying. Sometimes things can come up and it adds something extra to what you have to do, and you're thinking, oh my God, just what I need, one more thing. Well, maybe that one more thing is like the saying, the straw that broke the camel's back. It makes you aware of how much you're carrying and prioritizing. Do I need to be carrying this? Wands is the fire sign. Wands is inner spirit. Wands is your passion. If you are to fulfill who you are, yes, you are, Jackie. You are a full example of that. And I really appreciate you showing us how to live so freely and independently and with Source. Yes, you do. But in order to be that free, you can't be everything to everybody and do everything for everybody and go out of your way without thinking about yourself. Something has to be let go. What is it that has to be let go? What do you need to release? And that's what this is saying. Prioritizing, it doesn't mean that those things that you are carrying now aren't important. I'm not diminishing that in any sense. I am elevating you in this. How important is it to you and your well-being? Because that's number one. Well, number one is your connection to Source, but then it is you. Okay, next card. How does my inventiveness serve me? Ooh. Because it gives me inspiration. It gives me insight. It gives me clarity, and I can charge forward. Charge forward. Thank you, Jackie, for that. Yes, live life on your own terms. And in order to do that, I have to feel free enough. I have to feel free enough, and I have to love enough to know what my insight, my divine insight is real. And I'm going to take that leap. I'm going to charge forward. Now, does that mean that I'm going to charge willy-nilly without thinking? Because our next card has to do with that. No, it means that this is is it a risk? Yeah. Is there some fear involved? Possibly, yes. But this is trust. This is the fire sign. This is done with full trust and understanding that my heart is full and I can do this. What is my vision for the future? Now we have the Prince of Swords that just charges forward without thinking, and Swords is the air sign, so it's thoughts, without giving any thought to consequences. Well, what is my vision for the future? Do I have to be limited in a vision for my future? Absolutely not. This is the perfect card in this case, in this place. Sometimes it's not the perfect card. This card can say, wait, I got to stop and think for a minute. I can't just do this. I got to know what's really, if I make this move, this is what's going to happen. Well, this is your vision for the future. In your desires and in your vision for the future, do you limit yourself? Are you saying, well, I could do that, but? Is there a but involved? Are you arguing for your limitations? Or are you removing your limitations? That's what this card says. In your vision for the future and what you desire, you are unlimited. There are no boundaries. You don't have to worry about the how in that vision. You're just envisioning how it feels and what it looks like. How you get there is left up to the co-creation with Source and your connection there. But this is saying, don't limit yourself in your vision. If you're saying, well, I need $5,000 to finish off the month with everything that I'm doing. Well, yeah, that's probably true, but let's expand on that. Think big, dream big, desire big. No, you don't. You live your life unlimited, Jackie. Everything is on the table for you, and that's what I love. It's all on the table. It's not a negotiation. It's all on the table. And that's what I love about this summary card. This is the Princess of Wands. Yes, just like Jackie said, she is trusting the process. She knows in her heart, and she's receiving the divine inspirations, because this is Wands. This is the fire sign. So this is the passion and the insights and the connection with Source. This is your own inner spirit and how that feels. And she is at the top of the mountain, letting the wind take her desires and fly out into the universe. Yes, fly out into the universe. She trusts that all is going to be well, that these desires that you have are perfect, absolutely perfect. Now, she's not the Queen of Wands. She is the youthful exuberance of the princess. She will eventually develop with experience to be the queen, but right now she is not. She is the exuberance of youth. And that's exactly what we're looking at right now. She is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. So to have 3 major arcana cards in an 8-card reading is really it. The overall theme of this is trusting the process, trusting Source, trusting that you can fulfill those desires and live them, and believing in yourself. Yes, Alethea, trust the process. Trust the process. Okay, so let's do our single cards, and we do have 4 today because my sister Angie came in and at number 4, and I could not cut it off at that point. Had to do it at that point then. Okay, so let me shuffle, and I'll get this on the move here. Right. All right, so first we have Wendy. Wendy. My daughter-in-law, Wendy. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Jackie, for all your comments. They are so perfect. They are so on. And, well, so are you. But thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Wendy, 8 of Wands. This means, well, besides the fact that it shows that everything is looking up, which is a wonderful thing to have, it's Wands, it's the fire sign, it's your inner spirit and passion. This means you're heading in the right direction. The direction that you're going in is perfect. It is only going to get better and better. So a change of it's not necessarily a change of heart. It's open to receive. That's what I'm hearing. Just like we've been talking about today. Being open to receive has allowed you just not to be limited, but to open up that heart to whatever is to come. And it's only going to get better and better. Ooh, that feels good. That feels really good. Because that's the fire sign. And that's Wands. So... and I love 8 of Wands, where all the wands are going up. And that means they're not being hindered, they're not being limited, they're all going up. Oh, there we go. Yes. Thank you, Jackie. You are amazing. Thank you, thank you. Okay, here we go, Deborah. Okay, we have the Princess of Wands, Deborah, so now we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, and I love her. Hey, Kara, I'm so glad you came on. This is the Queen of Wands. We already had the Princess of Wands in the reading, and I love her because, of course, she's a fire sign. She's also the Leo Queen because you can see with all of the sunflowers all around. Of course, you know, has to be my favorite, being a double Leo. But notice how her hand is out of proportion to the rest of her. You have a grasp of life. You have, and think about having a grasp of a cat. A cat is such a figure of independence, such a figure of doing their own thing. Yet she has a full grasp of that. So whatever comes her way, she has a grasp of it. The other beauty of the Queen of Wands is she's seductive and nurture. Well, the queens are nurturing, but she has this seductive quality about it. And it can be a sexual representation, or it can also be that she has the ability to share and to direct people in a loving, kind way, to make them see their side of who they are, their true selves and their beauty within. And she has that seductive quality to bring them into her fold, to help them see the goodness in them and give them that direction. So that is really beautiful. Wow. That was wonderful. I love that for you, Deborah. That's perfect. Okay, Miss Jackie. All right. And Jackie is an example of how to live life for us all. She is amazing. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the King of Cups. Now, this does not necessarily refer to a male. It's the energy of the card. And that means being fully in charge of showing love and receiving love. And in this case, it's about what you do, but it's also the heart that you have for your family and your glam babies and your hubby. All of those things put together, family, work, everything. You do everything with a big heart and all from love. All from love. You love what you do. You love your life. You love how it serves you and you serve it. And you show that. We all know that. We all see that. So it's this unbelievable energy of being fully in charge and being able to share that with others. The way that you do that with full confidence and understanding of how to live life. Yeah, that's a beautiful energy, because this cup is not just full, it's overflowing. That's the only way that it can be. It is overflowing. Well, it's true, Jackie. It's beautiful. It's truly how you live life. But what I'm sensing is from this, and not that you haven't always felt this way, but with time and experience and evidence of living your life in this way coming back to you, you become even more expansive heart-wise. So that's great. I love it. But that's who you are. Okay, Angie. Oh, I love this. This is the World card. Notice how we've had a lot of major arcana cards today. This is the World card, Angie. And this is saying you've got it all together. All those things and all those ways of being, feeling, understanding, insights, living, all of it. All that full package. Because all of the elements are represented on this card. This is saying you have it all together. It is all there now. It is perfect. The other part of this is you are now ready for what is next. Because this is like having a 10 and then you start at 1 again. It's a cycle. Life goes in cycles. And this also may relate to the North Node and the South Node, which is what I talked about in the online tarot gallery reading on Thursday. And by the way, into this group, I'll offer that as well. The North Node moved into Taurus and the South Node is now in Scorpio. And where that appears in your chart, thank you, Cara. Where that appears in your chart is really important in how you see the next almost 20 years. Because it's been almost 20 years. The last time it was there was 2004 to 2003 to 2004 that it was in Taurus and Scorpio. You had the Taurus-Scorpio axis. So think about where life was for you then. And then before that, it was 1984 to 1986. So the different cycles, you can kind of get a notion. I was going over it in my mind, and I was talking to Online Tarot Gallery Reading about it, and I offered them a nodes reading that would take about 10 minutes max for $20, and I can throw that out here if you're interested. But let me just share with you how it affected me. It went back as far as 1947 to 1949. Well, that I was alive then and a baby, and we moved from where we were living in St. Albans, Vermont, to New Hampshire to live with my grandparents, involving a move. The next time was 1966 to 1967, February of 1966. I married my son's father, biological father, and we moved after he was born at 3 months old. He was born in September. We moved from Miami to Iowa in January. Can you imagine? Oh my God. It was like culture shock, weather shock, all that. We were only there 3 months and came back. Major move, major life change. The next time was 1984 to 1986. I had, after being in one school for 15 years and loving where I was in Miami, the principal from hell came, and it was my indication it's time for me to move on. And I finally was able to secure a job at another school with my dear friend Carol, and we, it was wonderful until I went on leave in 1988, but that's where I was at that point. The next time was 2003 to 2004. 2003, that's when the you-know-what hit the fan in my life. My whole life disappeared as I knew it. Had to start all over again. My mother died in the process. And in 2004, I started a new job, which is where I met Ruth. And it was like, wow, I'm seeing these major life changes that I was fearful of, the circumstances that were surrounding me at the time. But then life made it so much better. So I've made this notion that I have this notion, and it's actually an intention that I'm setting. Now that I'm aware of what happens in the past, I'm setting these positive intentions for this time now. Because, even more so, the North Node's going to meet up with Uranus in Taurus. And Uranus and the North Node will be right there with my moon. So it's like in Taurus. So it's like, whoa, okay. So if I'm seeing this happening and know what happened in the past, am I going to look at life fearfully? No. It's even more important that my intentions are set. And I see this next expansion, because all of those were expansion, I'm seeing this next expansion differently. Now, how it affects you in your chart, totally, oh, there we go. How it affects you in your chart, it depends fully on where these signs show up in your chart. So like I said, it means developing your chart, creating your birth chart and doing that reading of where the nodes are. So like I said, if you're interested in the nodes reading, just message me here or text me if you have my number, whatever it happens to be. And, $20, 10 minutes, we can do a real quick assessment of that. And help you set intentions for what that's going to be. So that's just something added on. I didn't even put it in the comments. It's not something on my website. It's just something that I was given that insight and download when I was doing Online Tarot Gallery Reading on Thursday. So I figured it was also important to offer that to you as well. So just message me here on Facebook. And if that's something that you're interested in, we can do that. I'll be doing one this Wednesday. Ooh, it's 11:39. That's when Tim was born. I see that a lot. Okay, cards are shuffled. Let's do this one last. And I love this deck, the Spirit Animal Oracle. So here we go. Okay. I love this. What I like to do now, what I've been doing with this, is not just giving the one card. And this is the Hummingbird Spirit, Be Here Now. And that's what we're living. Where we're living is right now. We create in the present. Our power is in the present. That's be here now. And notice how the availability of the flight going all over. Now, what I've been doing is taking this card and then looking at the cards that bookend this one. So, we have Freedom is Yours, which is Horse Spirit. And these cards are so beautiful. Freedom is yours if you are here now, if you stay in the present, if you create in the present. Because transformation is beautiful. Transformation is beautiful. Again, I'll say it. Freedom is yours if you be here now and stay in the present, because transformation is beautiful. Whew. So, just as a review, the year ahead 2022, hello, is the special for this month, a half an hour reading, half price. We have Tarot Flow on February 10th, Thursday at 7 o'clock. And then on the 17th, we have online tarot gallery reading. And then, and those links are above. The only link that you don't have is if you would like the node reading or this Sun and Aquarius reading. The nodes reading is only going to take 10 minutes. That's $20. And the qualities of Aquarius spread, if you want it for you because you are an Aquarius, half price. So you've got a number of things there. Take your pick. It was wonderful. And I just really enjoy being here with you. I really enjoy doing this. Thank you so much for letting me do this. Wendy, let's talk pretty soon this afternoon because I miss my baby. I miss my boy. So, and it gives us a chance to catch up. So thank you so much. Thank you for, yes, Deborah, thanks to all the people that were here today to share their insights and their wisdom and life. Thank you. Well, Angie, don't forget you have the world. You're a sister. I love that. Angie, you are so good at that. Yes, a sister. And you are amazing. Thank you again. And remember, joy has your name on it. Have a great Sunday. And stay warm.